Hi everyone, I'm here for a little Friday check-in, a little January wrap-up of how January went. If this is kind of an experiment. I haven't really done one of these before. I was thinking this year I might try to do a little more vlogging, but to be honest, vlogging is not something I'm really used to, so it did challenge me a little bit. I also think that I don't do a lot of terribly exciting things. I often feel like, my life is very sort of routine. I go to work and then I come home, and in the evening I'll either work on this stuff or I'll work on band stuff or art. And so I just feel like I don't go out and do like a lot of like fun, crazy things because, well, I kind of like doing my own thing at home anyway. But also, I mean, I do go out with friends and stuff sometimes, but I have a lot of responsibilities. I have work to do, and then I also have, I have two stepkids that are with us, and half the time, so, I don't have tons and tons of like free time to go and like do interesting things, but maybe I just don't think they're interesting, and maybe they are interesting to other people. I don't know. So I thought I would do like a little bit. I am going to show you the first thing that happened this month is I did have an art show that I was involved with. So a friend of mine that I actually used to run a gallery with, she has another gallery now. And she has a fundraiser every year called 99 Pieces of Art on the Wall. And so she gets members from her gallery to put a piece or two in, and it has to be like under a certain size and under a certain amount of money. And then, like obviously the artist gets money, but so does she. So it's kind of like a little fundraiser thing. It went super duper well. I was really happy and honored to be a part of it. So I'm going to show you the little mini vlog that I did now. So I thought I'd do some blogging this month, some vlogging. So I'm recording myself outside, feeling a little weird walking around holding this up. But I'm going to gallery called the Creatory that I'm a member at. Ooh, let's get the lighting a little bit better, which is in the Exchange District in Winnipeg. And so I'm walking there now, and I have a piece in the show. It's like a fundraiser show for the gallery. So members donate pieces. Let's get the lighting better. Yeah. Members donate pieces and then they sell them, and you get some, but then the gallery also gets some as well. So it's really fun, and there's like lots of other artists. I think there's like 40 in it. So I have one piece. Hopefully I'll get a shot of it while I'm there, and I'll kind of show you a little bit of the show and what's going on and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, let's get to it. Here at the gallery, and yes, my art is on the wall, and I'll show you what it looks like in a second. I'll just flip the camera. This is the piece. I have shared this on Instagram before. This is it here. So we'll see what happens tonight. Give you a quick view of the gallery before everybody gets here. There we go. How crowded it is. So like I said, I'm not great at blogging or vlogging, pardon me, yet. So I wasn't really sure what to film and not film, but that gives you a little idea of kind of what was going on and what was happening. For that show, I did have a really great evening. I ran into lots of artist friends, some people I hadn't seen in a while. A friend of mine, my dear friend, came out to support me, which was really, really nice. And it was just like a really good fun time, and just fun to kind of get out of the house, especially right now. It's been really cold out. It's winter time, and it's good to sometimes force yourself to just get out there and do something. Also, too, it's a good preparation. I do have a solo art show coming up next year in March. It is just over a year away. So scary. And so it's good for me to kind of put some pieces out there, get a little feedback, and practice like putting my art out there into the world. So I do have some exciting news when it comes to art. So like I said, back in the day, I did run another gallery with my friend. We had a collective art gallery. So there was a group of us artists that got together. We rented space in sort of a building, and half of it was like an art gallery and the other half was studios. And so I was there for, I think it was 7 or 8 years, and I was the treasurer. So I had my own studio to make art in, and then we also had the gallery, which we ran. But unfortunately, when I got divorced, I couldn't really afford my studio anymore. I had to downsize a lot, so I had to leave. And then years later, like actually shortly after I left, the gallery part, they decided not to do the gallery anymore. And what they ended up doing is now that's a photography studio. So it's still there. There's studios at the back, and there's a photography studio in the front where there's photographers who use that area for their shoots. And so it still exists. It's just not a gallery anymore. It's just it's a studio. And I ran into an artist friend of mine, a photographer, and he was like, "Hey, we have a studio coming up to rent. Do you want to rent it?" And I was like, "Yes, I do," because obviously, years later, it's like 8 years later, things have changed for me, and now I can afford a studio again, and I'm so excited about it. So I'm filming this. It's actually on Sunday, but by the time you see this, I will have signed papers and have a studio again, which I'm really, really excited about. And I'm going to do a studio tour and I'll show you it. I'm excited. And the funny thing was when I said, well, can I meet you and see it? Because I hadn't seen the place in a number of years. I said, yeah, sure, come down. So he showed me what they'd done since I left. And then he showed me the studio area, and the place that was up was exactly the spot I had years ago that was my studio. So it's kind of like the universe is like, hey, do you want your studio back? Here you go. Here's your studio. So I'm really excited to have my studio back. I have been doing art here at home, but it's like a smaller house and there's kids here and a cat and stuff. And so doing bigger paintings just isn't very practical. And I have to like kind of get everything together and then do my art and then tear everything down and put it away. And so sometimes you just want to do your art and be able to leave it and come back to it. And I think that this will allow me to. So I'm going to try it out for a few months and see how it goes, because obviously my life is quite different than it was years ago when I had a studio. So I'm going to see how it kind of works with work and everything else that's going on, and see how it goes. But I'm very excited about it, and I will give you all a tour of that. What else is going on this month? This month, I didn't really go out much. Like I said, I went and did the art thing. I've had some friends over, but we haven't really gone out and done anything super exciting. It's been very cold. The other thing is it was my stepdaughter's birthday, so we took her bowling. I'm not going to show you my stepkids or my partners, just they're private and they don't want to be on camera, and I have to respect that and respect their parents' wishes and all that kind of stuff. But I do have a little clip of me bowling.
Look at her.
Oh my! That's the first try!
That's great.
So yes, I had not gone bowling since I was, I guess a teenager. I'm trying to even think of the last time I bowled. I know we did it like in high school and stuff. Maybe once in university, I don't know, but it's been probably 20 years since I bowled, so I'm not very good at it, but it was a lot of fun. I hadn't done something like that in a while. It was just fun to go out and do something without always having to be like productive, because right now I'm very much like I said, I work full time, and then I have like I do stuff for this and for like YouTube and my Patreon, and I do card readings. So I consider that like kind of a part-time job. And then I also have my art and I play in a band as well. So I'm really busy. So sometimes it's just nice to go out and do something fun without an agenda. So I want to do more of that this year. I want to do more just sort of like fun, happy things. With my band, things are going well. We are still kind of in the songwriting phase. Right now we have, let me think about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 songs for sure down, and then we've got potentially 7 and 8 that we're working on. And for me, I am wanting to have like 12 songs solid before we go out and play and record. Not that we would play all 12 songs in a set, but just you have stuff to pick from that way. And then I would like to do some recording later this year. I might be recording later with another band I sometimes work with, cross my fingers. It's been a while since I recorded and I love doing it, so that's awesome. But I would like to do some recording, and when I feel really solid about the material, going out and doing some shows again, which would be so, so awesome. I haven't set anything up on my band's page. I have like a Bandcamp and a Reverb Nation page sort of reserved, but we don't have any photos or anything yet, but I would like to do that. I would like to get the songs down solid. This is the plan over the next few months, and then get some pictures done and do some shows and video that, and just kind of get that going. And that's one of my goals for this year for 2019. So I was thinking of doing kind of these little monthly check-ins with you, just kind of let you know what's going on. I'm going to try and vlog a little bit more about things. Like I said, I don't usually vlog, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I would like to a little more, just kind of show you what I'm up to. And yeah, so this is check-in. I've got my little Pusheen mug here. There's Pusheen. Oh, he's a happy little rainbow unicorn. Which and sparkles. He must be very evil. The devil's distracting me with glitter and sparkles and unicorns, but whatever. I hope that January has been a very good month for you as well. I hope February is going to be awesome. Let me know what you think of this. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Should I do more on these? What would you like? Anyway, peace, love,